Peace, 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 peace. We just setting the atmosphere. We just setting the atmosphere before we get into this teaching. Peace, 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 peace. We just setting the atmosphere for a minute, fam. Islam, bro. Islam. Islam, my brother. Blessings to you, fam. Peace, 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 peace. It's real life, family. This is what this about. Peace, 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 peace. You about to get in this teaching today, fam. Connect some dots. Got to get some energy in me, family. What's up, honey? Peace, 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 peace. She like come in there and do like that sage. I light it all day. Every day. Every day. Good vibes in this house. Well, let's get into this teaching. Let's get into this teaching. Let's get into this teaching, family. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's always a pleasure to be able to share on this social media platform. So whatever anybody say about social media, I say they're a hater because they're using it in the wrong perspective. We use it to build bridges and to challenge all, how can I say this? Well, any false truths or any belies that anyone can tell you no matter what color they are. You know, like I said, there's so many questions of what the Moorish Science Temple is and what it isn't. And so today I'm going to talk about some of these things. And then I always tell my brothers and my sisters, go ask questions. Because I'm not here to convert you or to have you to believe in anything. But what I do challenge you to do, if you're going to be a part of anything, and if you have any question if it's righteous or not, you should be able to ask those questions. And if you're not able to get those questions asked, you should ask someone that knows. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. I always say a type. Everything matters. It does matter. We don't be a part of junk. We be a part of things that's righteous. And if it's not righteous, we have no business messing with it. We don't do things just because our friends do them. We do things because it's righteous. And we're Moors. And we operate total 720. So before we even get into this teaching, what I'm going to be highlighting, what I'm going to be illuminating, what I'm going to be eliminating today is a couple things that's going around. And I always tell brothers to research. And I say, you just don't read books to think the answer is in the book, because it's not. It's intensive research. And I tell brothers and sisters, we're not back in those times, so someone has to do the research and someone has to connect the dots. That's why when brothers ask me, the debate, I say, that's not what I do, man. I'm a teacher. No one can pay me to do anything. I do lectures, and I do lectures on college campuses. I don't have any fake degrees. We touch all avenues. I touch all avenues. So today we're going to illuminate some things. Let me make sure everything is connected, right? I'm sorry, family. Because one of my friends just hit me up like he couldn't hear. Okay. But we're going to connect some dots. And we're going to talk about the YHWH in the Egyptian alphabet. And I've done this before, but I have to do it over and over because I see a lot of brothers, and I have to say this. I see a lot of brothers and sisters, not only Moors, but whatever you proclaim to be. And I call it laziness because I see brothers and sisters just posting memes. And I'm sure we all know what memes are. Memes are you taking a picture of no matter who it was. I say Malcolm X per se. And you see these words under it or something, and it's not even true. Like people say the word sir means slave. I said, man, that's not even scholarship. I've done lectures on these words, man. We have to do scholarship and get out of spookism. And we pass this stuff on, man, as truth. You know, and even a lot of our ancestors, that's scholars, they tell you they're not all knowing. And it's for our generation to keep on studying and keep on researching and connect the dots and ask questions. That's what we're doing today. I'm not here to prove anybody wrong. What I'm here to prove and reveal and illuminate is connecting dots to show my brothers and sisters that we build bridges, not walls, and we are a people. And we are everywhere, copper color races. The 1828 Webster Dictionary eloquently explains this, family. I'm going to also, you know, if I have time, illuminate a little bit of the Moorish Adapt Chamber. I'm going to illuminate the House of Ali, the mysticism, the Egyptian Adapt, the prophet and the angel, because see, it's no secret. When I show brothers and sisters, it's a way of living. When you understand how to master yourself, that's when you come from under bondage. That's when you know how to speak things into existence. When I say Ashe, it's how you operate, family. It's nothing you're finna get from some government. I don't understand what brothers are talking about. We're supposed to be creating a unity, a conglomerate, a way of living. Noble men, noble women. Connecting the dots, not arguing. Sitting and debating like our ancestor were doing, and building bridges. Because we are a people with different cultures, family. Ashe. I'm also going to be highlighting the YOSOY, the SOMOS code, the YOSOY, SOMOS code. The Palangen word is really I put my a phrase on it. It's a holographic divine imprinting. Haya or Yoso Somos. Haya, it mirrors the word of itself. And it's also in Hebrew, in the Hebrew lexicon. H1961. Haya. You have Yah to the right, Yah to the left. I always like to give literature for you can read. Also, research your book. If you can't get it, I'll show you where to get it from. I can send it to you. I mean, it's just simple scholarship when we connect dots, man. I'm not here to argue with anyone. I'm just a historian, and I'm a Moor, and I'm glad to say it. I connect myself to the scriptures. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I connect myself to the scriptures. I mean, if you have your papers, this says that we are from the tribe of Judah, from the lineage of David. Come on, man. I mean, I don't even have to keep putting out my papers, man. But we're going to connect dots. We're going to connect dots. But books of the law of Moses and the code of Hammurabi. Hammurabi, Hammurabi, by Stanley Cook. And we just have to connect dots, man, and just do our own research, you know, and stop letting people get us caught up with their religious dogma. You see what I'm saying? Because the code of the Hammurabi is roughly 1,000 years older than the Ten Commandments supposed to be, family. Or the laws of Moses that was written in the 1500 BC. It's considered the oldest set of laws when you do research. So like I say, family, just simple research. So let's dig. Let's do our prayer before we even dive into this science, man. Because it's necessary that we do this. Allah, which is all law. Yahweh, YHWH. And I have to add both manifestations because we're connecting dots, family. The Father of the universe, the Father of the love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. Allah, which is all law, is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by day, by night, through his holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali. If you look at your cards, family, that we carry, it clearly says that we honor and obey and respect all the laws and the prophets. Confucius, Buddha, Yahshua, Muhammad. The Divine Warning by Noble Ali, our prophet in our Muslim heritage. It governs order to read proclamation at every meeting. January 15, 1929. I hereby inform all members that ye must end all racial agitating speeches while at work or in the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequences. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, and when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course, family. May the benison of Allah, which is all law, arm, leg, arm, head. When I say YHWH, that's manifestation when you stand it up, just like Yahweh is. See, man, we could connect so many dots. The 5-point star and the 6-point star is all more science temple. They go to 6-point star. That's the coming to life and creating that manifestation. I mean, it's just too many dots that we can connect, family, because this is a science. But may the benison of Allah, which is all law, arm, leg, arm, head, manifestation, be upon thee and thine always, as thou should strive to be a credit to all law. Make haste to bestow thy acts of love upon thy brethren, and do as thy best to shun thy evil ones. Remember, brothers and sisters, to take suckle of the breast of knowledge, wisdom, fortitude, charity, love, and all standing, that you, that me, that we all might nourish the souls of men together as one. Let truth be thy shield in the manifest battles of falsehood. Knowest that thou need not to pick the lock to the gates of paradise by means of petty or criminal theft. For behold, my brothers and sisters, the key to salvation already rests within thy own hands. And yes, even though a portion of our nature is weakness, instability, and inconsistency, there is still a greater part of our nature that is divine. May Allah, which is all law, may Yahweh, YHWH, protect you, protect me, preserve you, preserve me, lengthen our age, and give us everlasting peace. Ashe, 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 family. We ain't in no rush. This is school, man. We should love this. I come in peace as your brother. I'm not all knowing. That's what it says. We here to share knowledge and wisdom. My prayer for positivity. I pray that I think peace, speak peace, and that I am peace. I pray that I think truth, that I speak truth, and that I am truth. I pray that I think love, speak love, and that I am love. I pray everything I attract, I pray everything you attract carries high, harmonious vibrations and intentions. May the light within me, may the light within you serve as a beacon for those that need it. Ashe, Ashe. Shalom Malachim. Aya, Asha, Aya. So let's dive into this, man. So we can connect these dots. When we talk about things, then I say we definitely have to illuminate things and come correct. When I say first, when we talk about that Egyptian alphabet, when I told brothers and sisters the other day when I revealed this, I said look up the Karnak inscriptions, the Karnak inscriptions. For my brothers that say they understand the Egyptian alphabet, we just have to connect the dots, man. It's okay. We're here to connect the dots. We're all one family. And that's what I'm here to connect. But using this ancient Egyptian alphabet, we can translate this monument of Pharaoh. The two paddle-like symbols represent the Y in ancient Egyptian. The H is the symbol that looks like a sideways G. You see that? The H look like the sideways G. You see it. Come on, family. We just gotta teach. And the other H is the rope-like image. And the bird symbol is the Y. Add the letters together and you get YHWH. Unmistakably. See? See, family? You don't got, like I said, it's just scholarship, man. That's all. That's why I said brothers be doing homework, but then they don't reveal it all. And then when brothers say, well, this wasn't true in the Hebrew, this wasn't true, I said, the reason why, brothers, because you're looking in the wrong place. And the person only did a little bit of research. And that's okay. But we have to connect the dots, family. I mean, it's so much. I have so many documents and so much. And it's so much. I have like 8 chapters of this history. Stuff that's in the museums. But let's finish, man. Okay, you saw that already, right? Okay, yep, I think you saw that symbols. Anyway, okay. But brothers, this pharaoh mentions YHWH on his monument. It actually reads the land of Shashu. Oh, excuse me, my thing falling. My bad. Of Shashu or Shasu, S-H-A-S-U, of YHWH. So, family, if you are a true Egyptologist, like some be saying, you should be able to read these ancient Egyptian symbols using the Egypt's ancient alphabet, right? Right? There is another beautiful point to be made here. This proves that if you have the alphabet of a civilization, that you can go backwards in time and read their artifacts and manuscripts. You don't have to attend a government-sponsored institution, right? It's simple. That's why I say a lot of things are westernized pseudo-perspective. They cover up the truth. That's why I say you have to get in the mouth and study all law, because even your own brother will hide the truth from you. And I won't say the truth, I would just say history, because everybody say it's the truth. So I would just say the history or the science. Like I said, I don't come from no religious side. I come from things in history that can be proven. Monuments, coins, artifacts that brothers haven't seen. And we're going to touch on a lot of that, but I want to just stay where I'm at. But what we're going to speak on today, family, is the holographic nature of this code. The OS, AMO, the OS, AMO, is spelled within the code. OS, AMO, AS, AMO, means I love you in Spanish. YOSOY equals I am. SOMOS equals we are, family. 13 AOs, the sequences. I am the Alpha, the Omega. I'm breaking this science down, family. That's why I said, man, we need to build this so we can teach this science and get out of spookism. The AMA, the AMA, equals imperative form of the verb to love. See, family, the unique thing is that when we encounter with the Holy Scriptures, man, things is revealed. Because it's our thoughts, not our words, and we must do intensive research. But by looking at the word YOSO, the YOSOY, one can see that it is a what, family, that I always speak of? A palindrome word. P-A-L-I-N-D-R-O-M-E. A palindrome. A palindrome is a word that can be read the same from the left to the right. From the right to the left. I like to say y'all to the right, y'all to the left. That holographic divine imprinting, family. When I say somebody's stamp, somebody's signature. Well, in Guadalajara, this was confirmed, family. See, he showed, this was revealed in Hebrew. We have to reveal this. It's higher. I'm telling you, man, it's higher. And we have to do the research. And I say, family, just take the time to do simple research and remove the veil. of coming from a religious perspective when I say we Moors are master craftsmen. HAYAH. Get that in your hippocampus real fast. As you can see, family, it is a palindrome as well. So what are the odds? What are the odds of YOSOY, SOMOS, and HAYA are mirror words of themselves, also in Hebrew? Research this. In the Thayer's Concordance, in the Thesaurus, it says this about HAYA, original. You can see the HH with the hyphen and the H. The translation is HAYA. Phonetic, HAW-YAW. HAYA. Definition. The first one, to be, become, come to pass, exist, happen, fall out. To happen, to fall out, occur, take place, come out, come to pass, to come out, to come about, come to pass, to come into being, become, to arise, appear, come, to become. ETC. To abide, remain, continue, with word of place or time, to stand, lie, be, to be in, to be at, be situated, with word of locality, to accompany, to be with, nafal, to occur, come to pass, be done, be brought, etc. In Strong's Concordance, family, I am, HAYAH, HAYA, is the lexicon H1961. Research that, family. Research that for yourself. So HAYA, HAYA all, is not Texan after all, which some try to get you with their Greek or their pseudo perspective. It is Hebrew, and it means I am all. In fact, family, HAYA is an all-inclusive verb. It encompasses all tense at the same time. HAYA is the I am, the is, the was, and will be, family. He is the word. I mean, you can read in the text, in the biblical text. I hope you get a Holy Name Bible and read the preface. I always drop jewels to give to you, for you can research it and read the preface, please. He is the Word. John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was Yahweh, and the Word was Yahweh. Notice the Word is mentioned 3 times: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's what the Scriptures say. So we just interpret the Scriptures. Now, we don't get stupid when we interpret Scripture. We don't replace the woman. We don't replace my ass. So let's just get that in our hippocampus. I'm interpreting this story. So when we say Yahweh, remember that HAYA is the root form, the original name of the Most High. In the Hebrew perspective, the Messiah per se. Even the Hebrew characters of Yahweh are holographic or palindrome in nature. You see the 3 sevens, left to right. Look at I am himself. Look at HAYA closely. If you take the HAYAH and make that Y bold, you have Yah to the right and Yah to the left. You have to look at that balance point. Now read simultaneously from the balance point outward in both directions, to the left, family, and to the right. What word do you have? We talk about mantras. Yah both ways. I am and I am. Didn't we explain eloquently when we do research, when we cross things, when we connect the dots? We know in Spanish, ha or hay, H-A-Y, means there is, or to exist in singular and plural, family. Hay, on Dios, there is one God. You could cross-reference that in the biblical text. Exodus 6 says it all. Exodus 6:2. When I said it's just codes and books, man. We just connect the dots. That's all. We don't get into the allegory, the parable, and the symbology and the analogy. We're supposed to understand this, family. right? We're supposed to be adapts. What people put on themselves and then won't explain things, they get mad and upset. Exodus 6, and Yahweh spake unto Moses and said unto him, I am YHWH. Exodus 6 and 3, and I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty, El Shaddai, but my name, YHWH, was I not known to them? When I break down the Israel, when I break that Israel down, metaphysically, we just connect the dots, man. This is a high science. What's above has to match below. Just like when in birth, some has to match this physical thing to create that life. Because just because that sperm cell hit the egg don't mean life have to create. It have to be 3 manifestations for that life to come out. We got to understand this, man. But root of Yahweh is Haya, I am. More so when Yeshua said it himself, he is that I am. Furthermore, in the biblical text, Exodus chapter 3 and 13, Moses asks Yahweh, what is your name? In verse 14, Yahweh tells Moses to say to the Israelites, and that's the scripture, I am has sent me to you. This is the introduction of Moses to him who is life. Life is the person and presence of him who is life. I am Haya. Exodus 3:14, and Elohim said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am Haya, has sent me unto you. Haya equals I am is a name in this context. Remember why I say context. They answer him, Yahshua of Nazareth, Yahshua of Nazarene. It didn't say Yahshua of Christian. Remember Exodus 24 and 5. This man is a pestilent fellow, a ringleader of the Nazarenes. Yahshua saith unto them, I am, and Judas also which betrayed him stood with them. That's what the text says. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but there's no need to. You got the point. We got the point with that. When we talk about books and things, the history of the American Indians, when we talk about things and we connect the dots, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to say close to half of this book is dedicated to the notion that the Native American tribes are the descendants from the lost tribe of Israel. I will read again. Close to half of this book is dedicated to the notion that the Native American tribes are descended from the lost tribes of Israel. See, James Adair, he stayed with them. And these are various tribes in the 18th century. Adar's work, however, contains insight that can never be rediscovered or elaborated upon. The wars, and the gradual conquest of the Native American tribes by white settlers left precious little of their culture available for scrutiny by the subsequent generations of historians. As such, this book remains one of the most valuable and cited primary sources of the subject. From the mid-17th to the early 19th century, the notion that the Native Americans were directly descended from the Israelites of ancient times was a popular phenomenon. Many scholars postulate that the Book of Mormon was partly inspired by Adar's work. When I talk about keys and things and wisdom and metaphysics, when I say Aya, Asha, Aya, and see, we just connect the dots, man. When I talk about supreme wisdom and things that we teach, that's why I said I'm trying to build the school the right way. We teach metaphysics, science, history, culture, spirituality, nationality, civics, agriculture, finances, nonprofit organization, skills. That's what we're supposed to be teaching, and that's what I'm trying to teach. I'm already a certified non-for-profit. This text 1 and 2, I'm a lecturer on this. I'm just going to be posting lectures that I've done on history. This text 4 and 5. I mean 3 and 4. The first one was 1 and 2. This was it. This one is 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about. I'm just going to illuminate something real fast because I don't want to take all day. My wife just got home. The queen, she like, she want to go do something. Probably go take a walk. Probably take her to the gym. But when we talk about things, man, and we diss things, and I say the only reason why certain brothers and certain sisters diss things is because they don't know. And then when you illuminate things, I hope we get into an understanding and get out of all biasness because we are master craftsmen. But when I talk about the triple rows of the Adapt chamber, where brothers be trying to tell you they got to send you through something and won't share the Kemetic principles with you, won't share the ancient wisdom, won't share the Sufism, won't share the Al-Kemeticness of everything. When I say this is the craft. So let's dig. When we talk about the 3 rights or the triple rows of the Adapt chamber, when they say triple rows, ask someone what they mean, family. They just regurgitate things that they heard. I promise you. I promise you, family. Like I said, my dad will tell you, man, my dad is out, he probably outside meditating. No, it's dark. He probably in the room listening, watching the lecture. But he'll tell you. I have my temple out here, man. The more just goofball stuff. Everything spookism. Like there's some criminals. And that's just flat out. But the Fatimid order, the order of Jerusalem, the order of the Parsalit. Yeah, the order of the Parsalit, family. You heard what I said. You better research this. I'll touch on it a little bit. Just a little bit. And I want you to research them all. But they represent the 3 Western monotheisms in their essential and esoteric harmony. Amenity of faith is achieved through hearsay, family. Through the things that was studied and revealed. We have to know this. In the light of Noble Drew Ali, when he gathered and compiled the research in the Circle 7 Quran, which make us use the esoteric Christian and Rosicrucian Apocrypha, by a what? By a syncretic principle. We have to inherit this. We got to put these pieces together. But the Fatimid order, the Fatimid, is primarily Islamic. Specifically, it deploys a spiritual initiation, affiliation with revolutionary Islamism. I didn't say Arabism. I said Islamism. Because everything is an ism. Hebrewism, Islamism. In the transmission of the Hafiziyah, Hafeziyya, whose imams were the caliphs of the Fatimid dynasty of Egypt around 1913 and 1171. This is the line supposedly disappeared and is not represented by any church in the world today other than the FO. You know what I'm talking about. Which owes no allegiance to the Nazaris or the Karamites or the Brahras or the other existence of Islamic sects. The order concerns itself with the Hermeticism in the Egyptian. I say the Kemeticism. You see how brothers, like I said, I love all law, but when we research things, the Hermetic principles come from the Kemetic. So we still have to be clear. In the Egyptian. So it says the Hermeticism in the Egyptian. Why does it don't say the Kemetic principles from the Egyptian? You see? Islamic tradition and with the practices of initiatic dreaming and the oasis of Sufi tradition. Sufi, when I say we Sufism, we study the Sufi knowledge, family. Come on, no religious dogma. We must understand this. We master our higher self. The order of Jerusalem is Jewish, but specifically Judeo-Canaanite or Hebreo-pagan or Jewish magical in emphasis. Moreover, family, Jerusalem is the symbolic capital with the three monotheisms and thus of special interest to the Adapt chamber per se, family. We have to understand that. The order of the Parsalet is Christian. Huh? Oh, you didn't know that, did you? I know. That's why I said you got to look at the type. We trace things, man. The order of the Parsalet is Christian, but since it admits potentially any form of Christianity, it is flexible and expansive. The Parsalet, the one who is to come, has been identified with Mohammed and also the Holy Spirit. And the millennialism of Joachim of Fior, who saw an age of the Father. I'm just interpreting the history, the law, and the age of the Son, which was the church per se, succeeded by an angel of the Spirit, the utopian, the millennium, the perfect freedom. So I'm just interpreting the history. As if so, to prove that Christianity is more complicated than Islam or Judaism. That's why I say that's what religion does, man. So what this does is we connect dots, man. But in theory, family, both the Fatimid order and the order of Jerusalem could carry out similar affiliative conjunctions, but neither has yet done so. The Adapt chamber feels a need to add yet more orders and or degrees to its structure and openly encourage the members to form more example, more Druidic, more shamanic, more Buddhist, more Tadak, more Tantric, more orders that get into your higher self. We must understand our spirituality and our nationality. That's what make us noble men. That's what make us noble men. One of my brothers asked me to touch on this Adapt chamber, but I'm going to go. I got to get out of here, man. I'm going to touch on this tomorrow. And we're going to go over this one more time. And I'm going to show brothers how, a brother hit me up and we were talking and he said, man, F the truth. He was like, hey, I forget the truth. Man, I'm tired of being broke. And I said, well, brother, peace, shalom alakim. I gave him blessings. Because if you're focused on something outside of yourself, you're going to always be broke. Mentally, spiritually, and physically. You see what I'm saying? Because we're looking for something outside of ourselves to give us gratitude and give us happiness. We're never going to work. You're going to always be chasing the next thing outside of yourself. So brothers and sisters, the key to everything is understanding who you are, mastering your higher self. And once you do that, the keys will be open and you will unlock everything in your hippocampus to be able to speak things into existence. But I love you all, family. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, health, and wealth. Shalom alakim. Aya asha aya. Ashe, ashe, ashe.
Love you more.
Peace.